Hey guys, Danny B here. Great race weekend here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. I don't know about you guys, but I enjoyed it. I think it was exactly what they built it up to be. Personally, I was kind of going for Bubba there at the end. Unfortunately, come up not the guy to do it. Kind of like Ryan Sieg last night. But William Byron gets it done here today. How about Chastain though? Gets second after Christopher Bell is disqualified for passing below the yellow line there. We chatted with Kurt Busch and Ross Chastain. Let's hear what they had to say. Kurt Busch kind of sounds like he'd rather run this race unrestricted. Chastain, overall, sounds like he's pretty satisfied with coming in second.
Kurt, what was in that finish and the incredible recovery you made today?
It was pretty wild out there with all the different setups and the draft. Pretty wild, you know. We did what we could to patch up our damage. We got caught up in one of the situations, and that took us off of offense and put us on defense to just ride and find holes where we could. And that was our main goal, was to position ourselves with 20 to go and hold it wide open at that point and see what we got. And we ended up, I guess we're third now. Somebody got penalized, but the way our monster team continues to not give up and learn from each situation. Our main goal was to run all 500 miles, and the car has a couple scratches on it, but we're out there for every run to gather data.
What did you make of this racing?
Pretty wild. It's hard to really even say or digest right now.
What do you think of the track? And what did you?
It's pretty wild. It's really hard to digest right now.
What did you learn that you think you could use in July?
I'm hoping we can go unrestricted in July.
Kurt, you said the car has a couple scratches on it. It seems like these things can take sort of a beating and keep going. You guys were able to overcome that.
Yeah, we had a vibration and maybe a hub going bad. I don't know if it was due to contact, but sometimes you hit something just right and you keep going, and other times you barely hit anything and your day is done. And right now these cars are hard to build, and I'm glad that ours is somewhat rolling right now.
Is this something that maybe they could look at for a Charlotte or a Texas, or is it too early for that too?
Yeah, it was pretty wild out there.
Kurt, your team obviously bowing back. You addressed it a little bit, but how important is that for you on this new organization going forward this season?
Yeah, at any point that we can gain helps us. It helps camouflage when something bad really goes wrong or you miss it on a setup. But right now, we just keep chiseling away, and playing defense and putting patchwork on a car isn't ideal, but that's what we got to do sometimes, and we've been able to polish up on it.
Are you impressed with the body being so tough that you guys can take shots like that and continue?
Yeah, it was really weird. I mean, the 8 car spun in front of the whole field, and then I still see him driving. I'm like, how is that possible?
I mean, we blew a tire leading the race, just cruising. Had a super fast Advent Health Chevy to get the race with William up there, just keep swapping the lead back and forth with Joey, and it was driving good, and it had a ton of speed. So I can't thank Trackhouse enough and Chevrolet for giving us. I mean, the Chevys were strong, and it's shown this year, and it showed here today.
When you're leading a race and a tire goes like, and you don't, no expectation, no nothing, what went through your head?
Well, I didn't. It exploded, and I heard it, and before I felt it, I felt it drop, and I initially thought it was a left rear, but I didn't want to overcorrect. I overcorrected at California at Auto Club, and I didn't want to do that, but I still turned right. I just stayed in the throttle until I was into the wall, and then I got the wheel back left, and we knocked the toe out a little bit. It must have been the front. The rear looked okay, but my toe was out a little bit. We adjusted that. It was still not great, but it was drivable. So when I hit the wall, I thought our day was over. And I think any other race car I've ever raced in or driven in, we would have been done in the garage. I think it's a testament to this Gen 7 car and Jim France's vision. I know we give it a lot of flack, and I know that we have a lot of griping about it, but there's no other car I've ever raced that I could have kept going.
You and Daniel both leave here in the top 5. What's that say for Trackhouse and your confidence for a win in the coming weeks?
Just keep putting ourselves here, man. Our day could have very easily been last. Like, we could have been the 37th place car. But the car, we made it, and then we put ourselves back in position. We got both of our laps back after our penalty on pit road with the DVP. Not sure. I don't know what the problem was there. But we got it back, and we were calm, and we didn't race for a while. We rode around, and then when we decided we wanted to race, we had the speed. So we keep bringing these fast Chevys. I'm living my dream. So I can't imagine it getting any better. But seeing the checkered flag right there, and to see William have that win, like we're close.
You were picking him off there, Ross, at the end. Did you need another lap or two to get William? You got there, but
I needed Christopher to push me and not go over the line. I backed up to him and wanted 2, and he got off a 2, and he just turned left under the line. So I don't know. I did not expect that. I didn't leave him a lane. I knew that, and all of a sudden I felt him side drafting me, and I look over and he's underneath me, and I'm like staring. I'm like a few feet off the line. There's not enough room for a car. So I think we did everything we could have. After we blew that tire, we never had control of the race like William did, and I'm sure he had his own ups and downs and had to drive by people, but to come back second is absolutely incredible. I think we did everything right, minus Chris turning underneath the line.
Kurt basically said that he wants to come back here kind of with the regular intermediate package. Is that something that you agree with, disagree with?
What would be the difference?
Yeah, he says unrestricted, but I don't think he quite means unrestricted.
We're going pretty fast now.
Right, but I think he means regular intermediate package.
Some more power?
Yeah.
Where we're lifting? I don't know. I haven't been around enough. I mean, Kurt's forgotten more than I've ever learned, so if he says we should do that, I got to know him pretty well the last couple of years. I'd probably go with whatever he says, but that's for someone way smarter than me.
We were here when you did the test. Now you got the test, now you got a race under your belt. How does this help you at all when you come back later on this year?
I mean, it's all about drafting. So handling-wise, we were driving pretty good. I saw some other guys, Harrison Burton, like he had his hands full all day. Just, I don't pick him out, but we'll come back pretty similar to how we were. We're fast. We'll try to find a little more speed, try to make it drive a little more comfortable, but I'll take the speed all day long.
How much would you say that truck race prepared you for today?
I made most of my mistakes yesterday, unfortunately, for Nice Motorsports. I cleared myself up off of 4 and damaged the tail, and then did it again. So I didn't put myself in that position today, and I think I probably would have done it today, like trying to fight up for the top. I was just trying too hard yesterday, and I feel like since California, since the crash, I've just not hustled the car, and I hustled the truck yesterday, and I cost Alan East and the Florida Watermelon Association like a good run because of it. So I need to dial that back in trucks. I dial it back in Cup, but I got in the truck, and I just felt like I could hustle it and do more, and I just overstepped a couple times. So I did. I got a lot of the bad things out of the way, and also just on and off pit road, just pit stops. Like it just doesn't. I cannot put a price on how valuable it is for me to get on track on the weekend we race at Cup ahead of time.
Hey race fans, thanks for watching this video from DannyBTalks. If you're new to my channel, please be sure to hit subscribe and click the notification bell so you never miss another video from my channel.